Spirit on Red Eye.
Good evening, welcome to the Childsy Persico plus Boda show. My name is Anton Persico, and hi to the Arrow FM listeners, and also now anyone watching on Channel 41. I'm with Mark Childs, and what are you laughing at? Tony Lyford, Boda.
Just good to be back, guys. Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, and we put some more Maccas on the account.
Oh, I know.
We did. We actually kept the account open.
My wife's gonna be sacking me all these big bills coming through from Macca's, mate.
Evening, all Arrow FM listeners. The account was up to 128, then it skyrocketed up past the double ton after
I
tonight.
didn't eat until like Thursday.
Our boat is actually fasting at the moment, so we're actually making up for it, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, boys, big news. Richie Robinson, Red Eye, has officially announced for the how many times you think he's retiring?
Retiring. That doesn't happen. I reckon Childsy 5 times he's retired, that fella.
At least
At
five
least
times,
5
Boda.
times.
Yep, probably eight or nine. But he's retiring, and he's said what he's going to do is release a new single, boys. So he's going to become an East Coast rapper.
An East Coast
rapper. They're from the coast, yeah. East side.
He'd make it work.
Yeah, so we've actually signed his new record, Come On a Pally. So we're now a record label as well.
Come on, a Pally.
You can, if you send us a messenger on Facebook, the Childsy and Persico Show, we've got 100 free MP3s of his new single that we will send out to all the viewers. So
Persico, is it sort of like "Come On Eileen," the same tune, or is it actual rap tune?
Yeah, we'll play. We'll play it on this we'll play it on Saturday's show.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
We'll release it, and then if you do want the MP3, just shoot us a text message, and we'll send it out to you. But it's pretty cool.
And if you want a lesson on how to work an MP3, just contact me. I've got some community hours still to make up.
How to use an MP3? You press play.
Look, these things are technical.
All right, pick the score. What are we doing?
Pick the score. Well, we've got to go Carterton Pioneer.
$1,400.
Got to be Carterton Pioneer, fellas. Surely.
Yep.
Agreed.
How did you go and pick the score last week, Childsy?
I went Greytown, but I thought it would be closer.
You underestimated your own team.
Well, I did pick them 13 plus on the show.
Oh, yep.
But then when I put my pick the score, I was driving down to the ground thinking, maybe Robbie Robinson will play ball this week and it could be a bit closer, but it wasn't.
Yep.
No, that's
Greytown owned them in the forwards.
I think I went 32-17.
Yeah, I went something like that. I went three points either side.
Yeah.
Penalty either team. Boom.
So it did jackpot. There was a lot of close picks that just missed out. Joseph Tanai, very close.
So pick the scores. $1,400, Carterton versus Pioneer. And one other thing, boys, something got announced this week for myself.
Congratulations, Persico. You on your appointment as head coach of the Wairarapa Bush Ball Boys.
Yep,
congratulations.
Thank you, boys. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm honoured. We've all been there. We've all been a ball boy before. Have you been a ball boy?
I have been a ball boy.
You
yes.
have you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. For Wairarapa Bush, did you make the top grade?
I didn't come from Masterton, so I didn't get selected.
All right, okay.
I was from Featherston and just got completely neglected as well.
That's how it worked.
Because that's how it worked back then. It was like we were the Southern boys and we got completely...
And just to clear this up, we were not going to overlook anyone. We are on the search for Wairarapa's best team of ball boys and girls. All right, so you don't have to be a boy. But we have been looking at changing the name, but ball technician, ball assistant, it's not as cool. So when we say ball boy, it does mean ball boy or girl.
But it says boy.
Don't start me, Childsy.
It's a ball person.
So here it is. So if you want to be a Wairarapa Bush ball boy or girl, we are holding trials at 2:00 this Monday at Trust House Memorial Park, and we're looking for a team of 6. We're going to name a captain and 6 ball boys or girls, and they're going to do the Moose Company Cup finals and also all the Wairarapa Bush home games.
Outstanding.
This is a paid. This is the professional era of ball boying. All right, they get paid to do this.
They get paid. So I want a bit of a shout out here. Pioneer and the under-11s have got a whole girls team.
Cool.
And they're playing against the boys and winning games.
I bet you they are.
They're only a young side, right? So let's get some of those girls along. Let's get them along here.
Yeah.
Let's become those
2:00 on Monday.
Get along there.
Now we don't
just on that.
So you have to be 9 years or older.
Right.
9 years or older. But I know that there are a lot of older guys like Mark Childs or other that may have wanted to be a ball boy for Wairarapa Bush and not quite made the cut. You can come along to the trials.
Well.
We'll take any age.
I've got open homes on. But, now, for the sake of equality, a team of 6.
Yep.
Will it be 3 girls and 3 boys? Or are you just going to...
We're picking the best.
You're going to pick the
We're
best.
picking the
Gonna pick
best.
the best.
Yep.
Well, I like that.
So there's a number of different.
fine.
There's a number of different
Criteria?
No, not criteria, but little training challenges that we've got for them set. First one is they all have to meet Reece Robinson and introduce himself. So it not only is what you can do with a rugby ball, it's personality as well. Because these guys have to. They're on the sideline. They've got a big job.
That's really good. I like it.
So do I.
So we might get them on next week's show once they get selected and
Oh, yeah.
And of course, this was something you dreamed up yourself, Persico?
been selected as the coach. Yes.
Well, no.
I'm thinking that Persico was the ball boy for Wairarapa Bush at one point.
Hey, I carried around the World Cup in 1987.
I wonder why. Maris.
Maris Master.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
They were the two clubs.
I know.
Just looking at the screen there, it's sort of...
Yeah.
It comes on sometimes and just
yeah.
goes straight to that.
Rolling on to
Well,
Maris.
and you're not on the screen.
Maris versus Gradian.
That's probably saving everyone. That's probably a good thing, isn't it?
That's a good shot.
That's a great shot of you two. Look at that. And then what? The second shot of you isn't
It's just off the green screen.
really.
Yeah.
That's how we set it up, right?
I know, there you go.
Okay,
No, it's changed.
So there you go. So now I filmed the
Sorry, listeners, we're...
Pioneer Coast game I filmed on the weekend, and I mic'd up Richie Robinson with 20 minutes to go, and I gave him the microphone and said, here, just chuck this on for an interview after the game. All right, so he didn't know it was recording, so I've had to go through and edit.
I was going to say, we only had 4 beeps per 30
Oh,
seconds.
no, I've edited 90% of this video out and found the only footage that didn't have,
Expletives.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll play this for you, hey?
Yeah.
Get on him, Joey! Don't leave him isolated!
Push him, drive it!
He's on right on the sideline.
Yes! Pally! Pass it to Luke and then get it back. This way, bro. This way. Get these two going. Big one, Ike. Big one.
Richie wants to get the boots back.
This one, bro.
Watch this.
Come on, a Pally.
He wants him to go to the blind side.
Jesus Christ. Fella's got no bloody ears. Yeah.
Look at the
Nobody
big
here at all.
blindside there.
Just tell the boys we're going to go for percentages and save their strength and drive it.
It was a close game, that.
It was a close
19-7.
game.
19-7.
Magic people, voodoo people. The voodoo, hoodoo, what you don't dare do, people.
This won't be. Good morning and welcome to the Childsy and Persico Show, brought to you by Wairarapa Bush. We are on Facebook, YTV, and also Arrow FM. I'm Anton Persico and joined here with Mark Childs and Tony Lyford. How are you, boys?
Yeah, real good, Morena. Everybody out there. It's exciting day. Yeah, really good. Thanks, mate.
Semi-finals,
Bring it
boys.
on.
Semi-finals.
Childsy?
Childsy, how are you?
Extremely... am I allowed to say that word? I'll get fined, won't I? Which word am I not allowed to say? Yeah. I'm really looking forward to today.
You are?
So, yeah, conditions-wise, yeah, this rain that's been forecast will make it interesting for a few sides, I believe. But look, some great matchups.
So is Mark Childs forecasting rain?
Yeah, I am.
He's gone early.
He's gone
He's gone early.
Oh, here we go again.
I am precipitation
take your
in the air.
surfboards, your sunscreen. He's predicting rain.
But it could play a part. But
I love it.
besides that, some great matchups both in the Moose Company and in the Ryan Cup. Senior
Yep,
reserves
and we're going to get straight
semi-finals.
into it. So first of all, though, fan mail, the fax has been running hot over the last couple of days, Charles, all week, actually, and they're all basically aimed at, addressed to you. So this one here is, Dear Mark, can you please advise when cricket training starts? Regards, Brucey.
Well, Brucey, it started last Tuesday.
Yep.
At Optimus Gym there at 7 o'clock. That's every Tuesday for 8 weeks.
There you go, Brucey.
James Bruce, that is it?
James Bruce, yeah. He wants
Brucey.
to,
He's a right-hand opening bat.
yeah, he's got a bit of time free apparently at the moment, so it's weekends.
Oh, low blow. Low blow.
Oh, sorry, Brucey.
Go.
Kick your
blow.
cowboy while you're down, why don't you?
God. With the Spurs on, even. Like Outlaw Ron Bass.
Guys, if I Outlaw Ron Bass,
Outlaw Ron Bass.
Now, Grievous, I do apologise for saying that you got it wrong. It wasn't Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who me and Childsy thought it was. This is the answer to last week's question.
Yeah, who was supposed to fight Honky Tonk Man. It was actually Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
And
was Brutus.
Hey, and how funny is that? Well, you won a barbershop Geordie voucher if you picked it right.
Exactly. Yeah, and it was struck too. So,
so Grievous gets it.
No. It was struck before Grievous.
Oh, who got it?
Yeah. You had a conversation online. You have to look at that again.
It wasn't Matthew Gray, was it?
It was Matthew Gray.
Oh, no, you have to reside in New Zealand to be a competition winner.
He's overseas.
So, yeah, he's overseas.
Well,
so
Grievous
wins it.
He's got a legitimate prize.
Sorry,
He's
Matty.
got a legitimate prize.
He does need a haircut.
He does. He
It's
does.
from rugby.
He does. And I've also got him I should have brought it in. I'll bring it in next week, a money heist mask. You know, the mask that they wear in money heist? So next time he robs us, we don't recognise him.
Very appropriate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, boys.
Nice.
Let's get into, what are we getting? Get straight into the Ryan Cup semi-finals.
Ryan Cup
Absolutely.
semi-finals, yes.
Bring it on.
Okay, so Greytown, who we got? Sorry.
No, we've got,
Tuarangi at home to Greytown.
we've got Tuarangi at home to Greytown at 2 p.m. So, look, contentious issue during the week with regards to the starting time of this match. I will add my 50 cents worth.
What's happened? What's going on?
Well, the Council of Clubs at the start of the season voted in a meeting, and it's minuted that all reserve grade games will be played at 1 p.m. Now, I know during the season, Marston Red Star being a one-club team, have requested at times to go to 2:30, which you can probably understand that
Fair
request,
enough.
which was declined. That's what our administrators and decision makers are there for. Now, look, if 1 p.m's the rule that was agreed on at the start of the season in a minuted Council of Clubs meeting, and then those rules have been altered during the season, and now we find Greytown playing Tuarangi at 2 p.m, it doesn't make sense to me. It should be one rule for all. I think there's some double standards going on here somewhere along the line. And it's not Tuarangi at all. They've been used to being playing at 2 p.m, which suits them. But specifically for the Greytown Prowlers and the Greytown A's, Greytown have had to make a choice between which 5 players are going to play in what game, because if they start for the Prowlers, they can't get to the semi-final of the Moose Company. So Greytown have chosen to obviously fill their Prem side, which has weakened their Prowlers team. But for me, it's somewhat of a shambles. It needs to be looked at, and I'm sure you'll hear more about this in coming weeks. I don't want to be negative, but I think it needs to be said.
There you have it.
Fair call.
So Pitanoa is the game. I'm tipping Tuarangi to win easily.
Yep. And that's because Greytown are putting their reserves into the
Well,
Prem.
5 of their players won't be at the ground. So 100% Tuarangi, I'm tipping to win easily by 13 and over. Bodo?
Yeah, no, like I agreed. Like, I mean, Greytown was going to be a tough game anyway for Greytown going down there. It's a hard place to win, and they don't think they've lost a game all year. So it would have been a tough place, but yeah, I'm definitely Tuarangi.
Yeah, and in the other game on Colombo Road, we've got Marston Red Star versus Pioneer.
Yep.
Thoughts on that game, Persico?
Well, Stars. So Pioneer have been going really well, but I've obviously Stars to win this. It'll be Tuarangi Stars final.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
probably the matchup given form all season.
Absolutely,
Yep.
and that's it's the form horse.
And both sides deserve to be in the final
Of course
too.
they do.
They've played exceptionally well all year. But what a cracker if that happens! What a cracker that will be next the following.
Marston Red Star are a pretty well coached side. I'm picking them to win 13 and over
Yep.
as well against Pioneer.
Yep.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, if Stars do manage to take out the Ryan Cup, will we see the promotion relegation match?
Well, Ekitahuna will be up against Ekitahuna.
It will be.
Yeah,
So that's another interesting thing to watch out for, because I know Tuarangi probably not interested in going up.
Yeah. They've said that they're not. They've said that they're not.
But Marston Red Star potentially. So
And Ekitahuna could lose their rep players, which Sam Gammy, if that game was to happen.
Geez, Ekitahuna, they took Maris to the line last week, didn't they?
10-5. They
10-5.
did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but they've got a tough forward pack.
Yeah,
They're tough.
yeah.
They're tough critters, mate.
Should we get into this Moose Carpenny Cup?
Moose
Get into the
Carpenny
Moose.
All right,
Cup.
the Moose Carpenny Cup. And look, who would have 3, 4, even 4 weeks ago predicted Greytown to be playing in this? I wouldn't have.
Well, certainly not
I know,
me.
you're a Greytown man and you
Yeah.
didn't predict it.
No, I
Childsy has obviously picked them from the start.
Childsy has, yep.
Yeah, well, I've always got the face.
Smile. Can you smile on this
Always-
week?
always
There we
got
go.
the face.
Smile. Hold on, wait for the camera to go
Hang
on you, then smile.
You've got to
because
stop talking.
Yeah. Go. There we go.
Yeah, look, I think there's a lot of things that have happened to the club. It's all about momentum this time of the year.
Sure is.
Teams that grab momentum leading into finals football, you see it every year. There's always a side that gets some momentum, and that's what Greyhound's had. Kieran Hurley, you got to tip my hat to him, the coach. Bringing in the likes of Peter Russell. And Andre Taylor's been helping out as well at Greytown. That experience and coaching group. And you look at that Greytown side that's been named. There's 9 or 10 players there who are probably the nine most experienced club rugby players
In the
Wairarapa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you look at Nicholas Horhepa in the front row. You've got Tolu Fahamokio coming off the bench.
Yep.
You've got Tana Isaac, Taveta Isaac, Rihi Brown, just to name a few. In that forward pack, Chaz Matthews as well has made a difference.
So can I ask? So Marist, obviously, Greytown at home to Marist. 4 weeks ago, these two teams played. Marist won by
50 points.
50 points.
Yep.
How many changes from that side do Greytown have today versus what they had in that side?
It was 7,
At least
wasn't it,
7.
7 changes.
Yeah.
Yep, at least
And
7.
they're key. These are key
Oh, they're
positions,
huge.
right?
I mean, they're key changes. They're experienced guys.
Yep.
I mean, the forward battle. I mean, that really interests me. I think Greytown will get the better of it.
Yep.
I genuinely believe that. So I think it's going to be a tough day for Marist down there.
Yeah, and just looking at.
What are you predicting?
Well, I just wanted to maybe touch on the two styles of these sides.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So tactically, what I feel will happen, Marist's been kicking quite a lot from the base, playing the percentages well. I think that'll continue.
And trying to get to the edges quickly.
Yeah, when they've got possession in
Yep.
the right area of the field. I think their kicking game will be a big factor in this match. So the question for me is, what are Greytown going to do when that ball is kicked to them? Are they going to play the aerial ping-pong battle, or are they going to take possession, get all their ball runners in behind the pill, secure the ball and go?
On the weather, Childsy?
Yeah, that'll definitely play a part, which way the wind's blowing, etc. Conditions. But Paddy Gluck from the base, it's got a good box kick.
Paddy Gluck versus Sam Walton Sexton.
Yeah, what a matchup there.
That's an exciting battle.
Yep.
So different contrasts, those
Yeah.
two players. Paddy likes to kick from the base, more of a marshaller of his players, whereas Sam Walton Sexton will surely be in the Heartland squad. Fantastic off both hands with his passing game, but also a very dangerous runner around the base. So
Absolutely.
that's an intriguing matchup.
There's some great battles in there, eh?
There is, and Bodo, I'll get your opinion in the forwards there, in the front row. Stan Wright Jr. versus Lewis Bush. What a matchup!
Oh, that's a great battle, that one. They so those two squared off in the final Marist Greytown a couple of years ago. They had a big battle in that game, and it was pretty even, really. I think Bushy might have just got the better of it, but it was a huge battle. So that's going to be game on. Like scrum battle will be pretty even,
Yeah, Marist had a dominant scrum in the last match, but I think the Greytown have sorted that area out.
Oh, 100%.
It'll be a lot closer.
That won't be happening.
And Marcus Ale against Tana Isaac.
Oof.
Here we go.
Boom.
Oh, so Marcus has played for both clubs. So that's pretty cool. That always adds to a bit of spice. And Tana has been probably Greytown's form player over the last fortnight. And he's come back and he's just been phenomenal.
He has another great game last week from Tana Isaac. So that forward battle will dictate this match, in my opinion. Whoever wins that forward battle, with a few key moments thrown in, Persico, capturing key moments. I think this will be a close game.
Who are you picking? Obviously, you're picking Greytown.
I'm going Greytown 1 to 12.
It'll be Greytown 1 to 12.
I'm going Marist 13 plus.
Here he goes.
I don't like to gloat, but remember, boys, I have the last 2 weeks in a row, the major games, I have predicted the score, right?
Yeah.
The 13 pluses.
Self-praise.
Just to remind you, just to remind everyone of that. So I've got Marist 13
just quickly, what gives you the impression that they can beat Greytown by 13 over? Like, where do you see that happening? Because that's massive call.
Yeah, I've talking to a couple of the East Coast boys late last night, actually, and they said that Marist were brilliant against them. They rated them as up there, the higher than any other team that they played this year. When they beat them 43-3 at Colombo Road that day, they were really had their praises for Marist. So I just think that Marist beat Greytown 50 points 4 weeks ago, and yeah, there's some obviously big changes for Greytown there, but you got to remember 13 points is only 2 tries. Yeah. 13 points isn't a lot.
This is
that's right. But you're ahead by 7, and then you score one more, or you're ahead by 9. You score one more to finish it. I'm not saying Marist going to win 50-0. I'm saying Marist might win, say, like Greytown beat Marty last week. That was 13 plus, and I bet the game was a lot closer than.
It wasn't really.
It wasn't?
No.
But I just think they're going to get
Yeah.
that try and they're going to get one more at the end. That's why I say 13 plus.
I get what you're
It's
saying.
going to be a close game, but they're going to win 13
It's
plus.
going to be 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, and Marist didn't turn up last week against Hickey. It was tough to travel there. They never go any good up there anyway.
And Marist will do a
they'll
big performance.
They'll turn up for a semi-final, no doubt about it. One more matchup.
You giving me why are you giving me the evils across the table here?
I love it.
Good to have you back, Boda.
the battle of the 12s. Tawhatafa versus Cyrus Baker. That is one hell of a matchup.
That's a battle.
Cyrus has been in really good form. Hasn't had a lot of plaudits throughout the season. Hasn't hit the headlines as such, but he's a real key player for Greytown. Big ball carrier and great defender. And Tawhatafa, he's the key in the Marist backline.
Yeah.
Yep.
You shut him down. That's what Greytown will be.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
It's good they've brought him back in closer to the play, right? Because when he was at fullback there, he was a bit wasted. So they've taken that on board and
Yep.
So if you're down at that game, watch that matchup. That could
You
have a
boys
key
go
game.
heading down?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. We're going to that game.
I'll be at the Black Seeds and Sex Pistons. I'm backstage filming.
You got another filming job.
Yeah.
Wow. Your career's going well there, Persico. It's expanding.
So just send me some text messages. Oh, actually, you guys won't. Oh, I need to get them. I'll know if you win anyway.
You'll know if you're not getting any.
Yeah, if I'm not getting anywhere with what Marist got up.
You'll know the result.
Okay, guys, have Pioneer got a shot against Carterton? Can they do it?
Well, look, everyone's saying Pioneer have got no show.
Yep.
This Carterton side on a roll, got the momentum as well. Big scores in the last 2 weeks. They've obviously shown they're a tight side.
I was because I was at the Coast Pioneer game, and so obviously Pioneer didn't know at the end of the game whether they'd made the semis or not. They're in their huddle and their game had finished. They got the news, they erupted, but I feel that this was a different attitude Pioneer had after this game than what they had going into the Lane Penn Cup final. I thought they almost stressed themselves out in the Lane Penn Cup final. They got too overawed by it and got too, I don't know if it's serious but they've got a nothing to lose attitude at the moment. And you could see that after that they were looking forward to playing Carterton, where I don't think they were looking forward to playing Martinborough in the Lane Penn final.
Yeah, interesting.
Nothing to lose,
Nothing to lose.
Yeah, nothing to lose. But I was lucky enough to see Martinborough Carterton a couple of weeks ago with you, Persico.
Yep.
And Carterton were lethal up front.
Yeah.
Carterton just absolutely crushed Martinborough.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way I can put it. Martinborough got crushed. So, like, I don't know, Pioneer's going to have to absolutely really man up. Like,
that tight five battle.
Well, huge. Like, I just cannot see Pioneer competing in the tight five. I just can't. Like, the way that Carterton, and I don't mean just at scrum time or ruck time. I mean, Carterton have a game plan where they go through the middle and use big ball runners, and they're hard to stop.
Yeah.
And they're well coached around that. Like, Pioneer will have to keep getting up and just keep making those hits, big shoulders on for 80 minutes to compete in that game.
They will, and when they do get the ball, they've got to treat it, like a precious.
They really do.
They do.
Carterton
And
not give it back to them.
Carterton are
and not give it back to them. And not give it back to them.
They are.
But defence wins comps, and this Pioneer defence has got to be the best it's been all season.
They're going to have to keep getting up
in this game.
They're not going to be able to spend longer than 3-4 seconds on the ground. Those boys are going to have to get up and get back because
they've got to play the game of their life. Basically,
They can't give the likes of Tupou space to run.
Yep.
They've got to be up in his face, chop smash, gang tackling. Getting up off the deck.
It's all on.
They're going to have to, like that loose forward battle, Childsy. Like that's really exciting, Like you've got the likes of Jonty Miller, Himiona Haida against Zach Wakefield and Inia Kartea, who I believe might be the top try scorer in the competition now.
Top try scorer. He's moved to 13. He got a hat trick on the weekend
for an open side flanker. So that loose forward battle's just tasty.
Yep.
And in the 3-2-1s as well. Our competition, without giving it away. Is having a sensational season in Inia Kartea. So I'm not saying who's in the lead.
Without mentioning any names, Inia Kartea is doing pretty well.
So I don't want to put
Yeah.
too much pressure on those Pioneer Lucies, but they're going to have to dominate because those players are really good players, Jonty and Himiona.
And players like Kalkin, Iwi, they have to have play out of their skins as well. They have to take advantage of every opportunity they get.
They do, but they need the support of their 22 guys in that squad. They're going to have to use their bench. Carterton have got so much strike out on the back line as well. Ben Brooking, be interesting to see where he plays. I mean, I know these teams get named on Facebook and all that, but sometimes you see changes on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Will
Elvis play at 10?
Elvis or Browning?
Or Browning. Which Browning Brooking would turn up?
Browning will turn up.
And then you've got the midfield who's been playing with Tommy Lau and Aseri Vaka. So you've got some. Will
Aseri be matched up against Nikora? Or will Aseri go to the back?
Who knows?
Will
Cowcan play at 10? Will he play at fullback?
That's right. These are the questions. Only we will know at kickoff in this match.
Yep. Okay, so what are you predicting here? Score?
Carterton 13+.
I'm predicting Carterton to have a comfortable victory, but not as wide a margin as perhaps.
I think
what most people
Pioneer
think.
will be really good, 50 to 60 minutes. I think they will turn up and they'll put some big shots on. I think they'll run out of puff.
Something wants me to predict Pioneer 1-12, so I'll do it. Pioneer 1-12, upset.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Come on,
Persico.
Pioneer.
Nice, Persico.
So we've done the Moose, Richie Robertson. We mentioned him.
We mentioned Ridua. Yeah, his new single. Don't forget to send us a text for the MP3.
It was on the airways, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's actually live then.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Did you think we weren't on?
No.
Okay, I think we're done, guys. So,
you'll cut and paste into the show, yeah.
Don't forget if you want to become a Wairarapa Bush ball boy or girl, 2:00 on Monday at Trust House Memorial Park for the trials.
And pick the score.
Pick the score is $1,400.
Like and share.
Like and share. Which is starting to happen.
It is.
It's starting to happen. There was a lot of people last week.
So if you don't like or share, it's $400. Or it's the full loot.
The other thing we've got coming this weekend is an All Black test. I think it starts at about 7:10 Sunday morning. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, I think it's 7:10 Sunday morning. I mean, I'm just doing that off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure.
Who have they got?
Argentina in Mendoza.
Oh, well, cool.
So Mendoza's a really tough place to play rugby. All Blacks have
Tough start for the
when
ABs.
When the ABs have toured there in the past,
Yep.
they found Mendoza a massively tough place. That's actually Argentina's a football country,
Yep.
but Mendoza's a rugby city.
Yeah.
So they've put them right in the heart of rugby city. So that's pretty cool.
And also the World Cup games, I posted on our Facebook not long ago, the times are pretty cool. Like normally, when they play over in Europe, we're 3 a.m., middle of the night sort of stuff, but they're 7, 8 o'clock kickoffs, Sunday breakfast, yeah.
Champagne breakfast.
Yeah.
Double zeros.
Really good times
Well, that's
for
what
us.
I mean about the Argentina
Double
game.
zero
I think it's 10
breakfast.
past 7. Get up and have a brekkie. And
Yeah.
00 champagne. You
get
get that?
into it.
Yeah. So,
How's the dry July going, Pesco?
Yeah, good. It's good so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
likewise.
A little bit edgy.
Just off the air, we have been arguing a lot, Pesco and I. Viewers for the last
We have.
2 weeks. We're getting underneath each other's.
Thank you for the,
could say it's been
the
a
beauty of
marvellous time.
editing from last week's show anyway. For those that saw it live would have seen it.
But those semi-finals this week, get along.
Yep.
They'll be both games will be worth a watch. I mean, obviously, I'm invested in Greydown. I have been a Greydown guy for years, so I'll be going down there. But the Carterton Pioneer game will be awesome.
Yep.
What about you, campaign? Look after your mates.
Yep. Look
Absolutely.
out for your mates.
Look out for your mates.
All right, that's us, boys. Enjoy your day and make sure you update me on the score.
Well, then, let's hope I've got the weather right.
Cheers.
Fair
Thanks for
chance.
watching.
Cheers.